All right, tier list mode. Where do these rank in your overall ranking?
Grookey. I loved Grookey from the beginning. It's funny. I feel like Grookey gets such a bad rep because everybody was Scorbunny or Sobble. It felt like there weren't many Grookey fans. There are Grookey fans.
It's hard for grass types, man.
Oh yeah,
it's hard.
Absolutely.
Grass types,
but Grookey is one of my favorite grass type starters, like base stage. So I would put Grookey. I want to say S, but no, I'm gonna say high A. I'm gonna say high A.
S, dude. Yeah,
I'm going with A.
We gotta dial this back because when we eventually do a tier list for like all of the best ones, they can't all be an S tier.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like
That's
this is a full
like
out of any Pokemon in the world. This is. I mean, listen.
I will tell y'all though. I got a lot of S's for this one. For this gen, I got a lot of S's.
I don't know if I do. I definitely
S means better than anything else. S means special.
I'm aware.
It's true. I have to recalibrate right now because right now I'd be like Grookey A tier, but Grookey is nowhere near A tier for me. You know, like it's just like
A tier for me.
I gotta reevaluate where I'm at.
Like I feel like B is like or C is like neutral.
Like I said, I loved Sobble more than Grookey when they were first revealed, but in hindsight, and maybe this is because I was upset with Inteleon, but I actually have come to like Grookey, like not the line, but Grookey the Pokemon better than Sobble.
Grookey is good. Grookey is really good. I'm gonna put Grookey in B. Grookey's B for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a cute little monkey. I have to admit it.
Very cute monkey.
Are we gonna do this the whole time? But I think
no, not the whole time. We cannot do this the whole time.
He is cute.
We will not survive.
Hisui and G-Maxes are gonna be their own videos, guys.
100%. We already spent like hour long just now.
I think anime Grookey is great. I actually really like it a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in B though.
So it goes to B.
Okay, then it goes B.
Yep. And then Scorbunny is like
that.
D tier for me.
Bro, no way. Scorbunny is actually the best one. Like best first stage.
I would say
why.
C.
It's adorable.
For Scorbunny.
It's a rabbit. I love rabbits.
I just think it
look at the running one. The running one is so cute.
Yeah, like, well, that's why Raboot exists. I don't like. Why are its ears connected? That's kind of weird.
They're not really though.
They're not. Look at its official art. That's just the anime.
This is the official art. The official art has its ears connected.
Yeah. No, it's one's in front of the other is all. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's just how it's drawn. It's not like a.
Its eyes are. I don't know. I think. Yeah, I don't like it. I think its proportions are.
Oh my goodness! Listen, how don't you like?
I think its proportions are off for a starter Pokemon. It also has the limbs. It also has the limbs of like a classic Disney cartoon, like a
Tom and Jerry era cartoon.
It does,
that's what I think.
which is probably
kind of what happens to its whole line, though.
Yeah. So
you know where you get to Cinderace.
Just being honest,
its limbs are like what's going on.
It's not my favorite. It just seems to whatever. It feels. It's not I'm not saying it's not a Pokemon. I just like look at this. This is.
You see though, but you feel like
he's
it's
fist
not Pokemon.
Bumping. He's
they
fist
do
bumping.
feel.
They do kind of
feel cartoons more like than Pokemon to me. I don't know. It's weird. First stages.
Yeah,
like that.
I like the pads, the usage of the padding all over its body. Again, it's kind of a misdirect. That's another thing with these starters. There's a lot of misdirects in their designs that make you think they should have other typings, like additional dual typings. One of the biggest upsets for me during this era was when the starters were in the final stages of the starters were announced to just be mono type.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big disappointment, right?
I am still thoroughly convinced that at some point Cinderace was firefighting and they went, oh wait, no, the fans are going to really be mad at us if we do that.
They should have given it an electric type for its speed.
Because it even has the, fighter bandage that Maylene has,
Totally.
100%.
So I think
put it in D?
I think it's in D. I don't think it's like I don't think it's a good design. I think
we're not starting this off great, man.
I would be kinder to it and say C.
Yeah. Oh, so you don't like it either? All right. I'm not alone.
How in the world? Why, Lumi? He's amazing.
I think he's a little too simple for a starter design. Like it's a little too plain. I'm just not a big fan of him. I feel like looking at other base stage rabbit Pokemon, like Buneary is cuter.
That's not true.
What's some other ones? Bunnelby I like better than Bunnelby is more Bunnelby is more like it's less simple than Scorbunny, and so I like that better. Not Diggersby. I said Bunnelby, just so we're all aware.
You're totally right. I think Scorbunny. This is
blasphemous. This is blasphemy.
Scorbunny. I don't know. Scorbunny just doesn't do it for me. I like honestly. Fair. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to take that, but I put him in A. I think I love rabbits. I love rabbits so much, and this is like a perfect little bunny Pokemon.
You do like rabbits.
The white is so nice too. The white and the red. He's kind of perfect.
Well, Soul, I hate to break your heart, but it goes to C. It goes to C then.
Yeah. Sobble though is adorable.
D held him back.
Yeah, well, that's what you get.
Sobble is not adorable. I don't like Sobble as much. What? I really don't.
His personality's so cute too.
It's so cute. He's like a shy little baby.
So scared. Mm-hmm.
I like him in the anime a lot, but the official artwork is I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Like that
one.
Look at that
right baby. There. Look at him smiling.
Yeah, that one's adorable.
You know what I love about Sobble? Oh no, this is one of my favorite cards in the Battle Styles card where he's like training.
Those were really good.
He's training in a waterfall. But what I like about Sobble is that you can kind of like. You can tell through its anatomy what it is and like what it's supposed to be based on, where I feel like a lot of other Pokemon just have standard hands. I like how exaggerated its tail is. It's right. It's like, and you have all these round shapes all over its body. Its tail wraps up into a circle. It's got these like, it literally just has nubs as fingers, as feet. Like I think that's really nice. Right.
Hey, do y'all hear that?
What?
You hear that? Look, hang on. Oh, I just got a call from Junichi Masuda, and he said this is a great time to remind you that you should play new Pokemon Snap because Sobble's amazing in it.
Listen, I'm planning to just live stream it.
Maybe we're just not playing it on purpose for Lumi, just so he can keep saying this to us.
They're getting so much free publicity
Dusty,
from us.
Look, y'all don't understand this about Dusty. At the end of the day, Dusty is a great businessman. He might not be playing new Pokemon Snap to keep the play new Pokemon Snap meme alive. I partially believe that.
You might.
So I pulled up a picture of Mudkip right here, just to draw a comparison. Mudkip is an axolotl, which is a very peculiar type of animal.
No, it's a mud skipper.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both.
It definitely has
that. People say that, but...
Well, what is a mud skipper? It's like a fish?
Look it up.
Okay. Well,
there's some here where I live, and I like to play with them. They're great.
Mud skipper.
You mess with those things?
Yeah, they're so fun to play with because they'll crawl around on the land. They're fun.
Yeah.
And they'll bite things.
So basically,
like you can put a stick down, they'll bite it.
So basically,
I'd love to see one of those.
Mud skippers are fish that basically walk. That's what I'm getting out of this. However, Mudkip, which is based on a mud skipper, looks like a dog, and I love Mudkip. I think there's nothing wrong with Mudkip. It's adorable, it's cute, it's classic, it's great. But what I'm saying is Sobble is based on what? A lizard? And they actually used the anatomy of a lizard to reflect that, right? It's got so inherently becomes a really unique design, is my point, right? So I like Sobble a lot. I think it's really successful in that way.
So where do you put him?
I think I'll put it in. Yeah, I hate you guys. I'd probably put it in like high B.
You're kind of ranking these low, Dusty. I'm kind of surprised.
B and C are baseline. B and C are baseline.
Single starter and A is kind of wild.
B and C are baseline. S tier is not baseline. I'm not gonna put anything I like in S tier.
No, I'm not saying I haven't put anything in S tier yet. Grookey does admittedly come close, but I'm just saying I'm surprised that you don't have anything in A so far.
Yeah, maybe low A. I do like it a lot. Yeah, honestly, maybe I don't know. Here's the thing. I like the mid stages a lot better.
Don't confuse him.
All right.
I like the mid stages a lot.
Wait, can I go back?
Yeah. No.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. It's been 20 minutes.
No.
I would also put Sobble in B.
Okay.
I'd put him in C.
You would put
I'm
him
not the
in
biggest
C?
fan because of its face mostly. The body's really cool, but I don't like the little hair thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know, its face is too round.
I do think the proportions are a little it's a starter. They're starter proportions.
That's kind of it with all of these starters. Like, not all the starters, but all of the Gen 8 starters. That's
they do have big heads.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, B. That might be why, Soul, you said, like, they don't feel like starters. That might be why.
Mm-hmm. It might be.
However, if we're going to move on to Thwackey now. This is like this is A tier. No shot.
I need to say something before we go on. These are, regarded as like probably the worst starters. People hate all of them.
The mid stages.
This is like as a group. No, as a group.
I don't
People
get it.
Don't like them. I don't get it either. I think Thwackey is incredible.
I think different people. I think different people hate each. No, honestly, this generation and Gen 7, like I just don't like them.
Okay.
I love how he was like, oh yeah, no, he was about to make a case and he was like, nah, never mind, they suck.
I actually hate them.
Well, I was gonna say these are bad,
great.
but I think Gen 7 is the same thing for me. But anyways, continue. No, I love Thwackey.
That art of it. The one, like second row, second picture.
This one?
No, second row.
This one?
That one. I like.
See,
that
I don't like
I'm not
this.
as crazy
This
about
is
that. No.
I mean, the design is still great, but that's not the personality.
The body is just like one big thing. You know
I guess
like,
I like that it shows.
That's amazing.
Marking.
This is just
in game Thwackey is so nice.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah,
dude, I love it. So good.
A-tier for
what
me.
A good. Yeah, me too. A tier. What's Lumie
You
saying?
said A for it?
A tier.
Okay. What about you?
I might be putting it too high, but I'm thinking
No, you're
like
not.
low.
It's so good.
Low A tier.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say S. I totally.
No.
Okay. So then that would put it at at B tier.
Okay. Why?
Because I would put it at C.
Oh.
No, but we have two A's.
Yeah, and so it's 3.333, which is
wait. Didn't we
3.5? So it goes B.
It's been a couple months, but didn't we install some sort of rule where if two of us do the same thing, it defaults to that?
No, we didn't. We didn't install.
I think
that.
we did.
Stupid rule.
I think we did.
Stupid rule. I would not have agreed to this.
All right. I also think, what's this thing called?
Raboot.
Rillaboom.
Raboot.
Oh,
Raboot is again an A tier Pokemon. It's so
Raboot's
good.
S tier.
Yeah, it's so
S tier.
cool. And this is a successful
you
way to
want
do
your
clothing.
first S tier to be this.
It's so cool, dude.
Bro,
this is the rabbit
be
he
a lot
likes.
of S tiers for me though. I don't know.
I'm gonna have a lot of S tiers too. I'm just shocked that this is where one of yours is.
This is like the coolest
so
rabbit
good.
that exists in Pokemon.
It's so good.
No, it's not.
It's so good.
What's a better rabbit? Like Lopunny,
Victini.
Mega Lopunny?
Mega Lopunny is cool, but Victini's also cool.
Yeah. Victini
I might
doesn't count.
not be calibrated properly for this. That's what I'm feeling right now. I
No,
feel
dude,
like I would put
you're-
Thwackey in B and Raboot in A. You know, like I'm like, am I pushing it too far?
No, you're not, dude. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, yeah, but it's
S
extreme.
tier.
I would put it in A tier, not S tier, because I don't like it as much as
Let me
Thwackey.
think for a second. Let me just think about like my. You guys go on.
Okay,
go on
well,
with whatever you do.
Dude, it can be S tier. It's so good.
But I would again put this in C.
What do you not like about it? What do
This
you?
is the coolest. He's like
I
a
just-
ninja, but not really.
Yeah.
I
He's a
just don't.
soccer player.
I don't like.
Oh, so
I
good.
don't like it when Pokemon, and there are exceptions to every rule, right? I don't like it when it's super obvious. Like the Pokemon looks like it's wearing clothes. It doesn't look like it's a part of its design. It looks like it's wearing clothes.
I
And
think
don't
it
like that.
is.
That's fair, but this is like very not
Subtle.
offensive in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
it's
putting his
subtle.
hands in his fluff. Lumie, okay, listen. Okay, I don't have space to stand up, bro, but like, if you don't like this because it's wearing clothes, then you have no right to like Decidueye. Because Decidueye literally has clothing on.
No, okay, but,
Dude,
but it
come
looks so
on.
natural.
I'm gonna go to
with Decidueye.
where you live.
Because like, no, look. So Decidueye, like, for one, it looks more natural. It also his clothes are like leaves, right? This looks like an actual thing that I can go to the local
It's
Gap
fluff.
and buy.
He's wearing fluff. He's just a fuzzy bunny.
No, he's not. He's wearing Old Navy. Check the tag, bro.
I agree
There
with
was, like,
you,
a
but
tag
it
on the back.
works. It works.
I think it works.
I don't like it.
I think it works so well.
I don't hate it so much that like I hate the Mon. It goes C tier for me because it's just kind of mid.
Yeah.
But C for me is like I don't have a strong opinion either way about, and that's how I am with Raboot. I'm not a fan of it. I also don't like the pockets. I don't like that.
The pocket
You know
size
that-
part.
You know that you're gonna get the comments. Finally, it's not me that's gonna.
Oh, yeah, I know.
This is
I
like
know.
a L take, bro.
I know that
this
this is one that like is this is one that is loved by the community. I'm just this whole line I'm not a fan of. Y'all wait.
I'm
for
not
some-
either, but I love this Pokemon.
I am a fan of it up until this moment.
If it helps,
So,
it still goes to A.
Yeah. So when I played through this game,
that does help.
it was
Helps a lot.
it was either this thing or it was It was either I had a Raboot or my wife had a Raboot playing through the game.
Oh,
I almost just said Wabbit.
Oh, well.
Elmer Fudd.
And one of us, whoever was
Wabbit.
playing the game, didn't evolve the Pokemon into Cinderace.
I can't get over that one.
That was what my wife used.
Wabbit.
That was a good Dusty moment, I gotta say.
That was a great. He Elmer Fudded it. I loved it.
All right, and now we got what's this thing called? Sobble?
Drizzile.
Oh, God, I keep going to the next one. You're doing it like this. This is so underrated. This Pokemon.
It's so underrated, and I still don't. Honestly, dude,
look how cool he looks.
It's so cool. When it was small, I didn't care too much, but like I can see it bigger now, and even seeing this, I've never seen this in the game.
It's so good in Scarlet and Violet. Look what it looks like.
Yeah.
What in the world?
I think this is another A-tier Pokemon.
Do y'all remember? Y'all remember when Sword and Shield started leaking? Like the game started leaking. The first mons that leaked were Thwackey and Drizzile.
Yes.
And I'll tell you this: everyone was like, "Oh no, this is fake. This is definitely fake."
And it was real.
You know how I knew it was real? Because of how disappointed I was in this.
Stop.
It's so good. When I saw it, it's like going that chameleon route. I love it.
Exactly.
Why?
And then they abandoned it. And then they abandoned it completely.
No, but listen, that's the appeal. Listen, that's the appeal
good.
because it makes the middle stages not
Where did
just...
the green come from and where did it go? It's like Cotton Eye Joe, man.
Baby. I just said baby.
Listen, the green, I will agree with you on the green, but so I think of shinies as well in my mind, and its shiny is beautiful. And the green is a little like, but
I think
whatever.
these
I like
mid-stage...
the green, but it pops up and then it leaves.
That's fine,
like
but you could say this.
For now.
You could say the same thing about War Turtle's like fluffy tail, right? I think these designs are so.
I kind of like that.
I do.
About Pokemon,
these designs are so successful because it actually introduces something else. It makes them memorable and not just another stepping stone to the final evolution, right?
Yes, you said exactly what I was thinking. Like it's its own Pokemon. It makes it its own instead of like it's just.
And you can like this and not like
agree,
Inteleon, which is what I do.
But I think there's ways to do that without doing something that you're going to abandon. That is, for the record, really cool. That's where I have an issue with it. Like a great example is the Bulbasaur line. How Ivysaur is so iconic, and so many people love Ivysaur, but it makes sense, right? It is a bulb blooming into a flower. But the biggest problem,
that's like
you get ready for this because this is a clip right here. Okay. The biggest problem that water starters as a whole face is these things that are so cool in concept and then they abandon them. Greninja, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, has the Frubbles, and then they just abandon it. They have it as Froakie and Frogadier, abandon it as Greninja. Yeah. War Turtle, exactly. The fluffy tail, so cool. Completely abandon it for Blastoise. This thing, the green, and also the cool little water balls, you know, the little bombs.
Yeah.
Abandon it.
Yeah, but again,
it transforms. It becomes something different.
It becomes something else, exactly.
The bombs are cooler.
Yeah, they are. Well, here's the thing. Now we have space to have regional or split evolutions of these Pokemon in the future, right? It's you know, I'm sure Hoops and Hip Hop has already made the video.
I will not stand for this Inteleon hate today. This cannot
No,
stand.
Inteleon's not good. This is great. This is A tier. Let's move on.
That's A tier for me. What about Lumi? Where'd you put him?
For me, I would also put this in C tier. So y'all both said...
All right, so it's what are they...
A. We both said A.
So where's...
Then it goes to B.
Where's Raboot?
Yeah. Raboot's right there.
Raboot is A. It stays A because Soul said S.
All right, well, I don't even want to fight you guys, but I guess I'm going to have to do it for the people.
You got to go back to the monkey first.
Yeah. Here we go, Rillaboom.
This is the most disappointing of the three to me.
What?
He's average, but he's just like...
Yeah. Oh.
No, yeah. I kind of agree with you because I love the key art is amazing, but I hate this.
Whatever.
And I hate this.
I'm not a fan of monkeys. I'm not a fan of monkeys.
It looks good in game.
My biggest complaint about this mod, and I'll go ahead and admit
we agree with
the beauty of these tier lists are that you know, we all kind of have our different places we're coming from, right? Like for me, a big part of the mon is going to be because I battle a lot, so naturally I'm going to use the mons that are good, and I'm going to kind of fall in love with them.
And it's
so that's of course what's happening with Rillaboom, and Grassy Surge. Ooh, but my biggest complaint about Rillaboom is it shows in camp that like Rillaboom has the drum strapped to his back, but when you throw it out in battle, it shows just a drum get big. Yeah. And I wish like they'd have him like You know,
and I could
with the drum. That's such a nitpicky complaint. I admit.
No, I totally agree with you. It feels lazy, right?
People hate the drum.
It just feels lazy. It's like, why could you not make?
Drum.
Listen, all they had
that comes from nowhere.
All they had to do was make its chest have like. Dude, it should have had it should have had wooden armor on its chest or wooden drum.
Obvious.
And then when it Gigantamaxes, that's where the drum appears, right?
Absolutely.
So obvious. So obvious. Yeah. And they said, let's give it a stupid item that doesn't even feel organic or whatever. It's like I don't know. It's just silly.
But I still really like Rillaboom. Yeah. He is my favorite of the final stages for this gen.
Yeah.
I cannot.
You know what?
That's fair because I don't like monkeys, bro. I just look at it and I'm like,
don't even say it's a person because it's not. It doesn't look like that at all.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't think it looks like a person because monkeys do look like people in general.
Exactly.
But like, it's just. I don't like it. That's it. I mean, and I will say though, this is still a fantastic gen, and I'm not saying this is F tier by any means. This is like high C tier for me.
Yeah.
I still think he's still reasonably good. I just don't like monkeys that much.
Can I
like
just say that he's not a monkey though?
Yes, I know.
Gorilla.
Yes, I know.
Someone was gonna say in the comments.
I just generalize it. You know. I know. I would have.
I think it looks
primate
so cool.
Every single time I'm gonna say primate.
I think again the issue is just it's the drum feels lazy, and to give, I think I want to just give it some credit decent. Where it's a very similar. The drum is a very similar thing to Samurot's like sword. It's scalp chops, I think they're called. Where I think what actually happens is the sword grows as it takes it out of its body, out of the sheath.
I think it gets like a little lightsaber effect. Like
which is like. You know? I don't think it registers the same way because you can imagine it when it goes into the sheath, it's just kind of hidden, right? So it makes sense and it doesn't feel like that crazy. But the drum, the fact that it shrinks and it's on its back now is just so silly.
You know what's really, to me, what gets me is not as much the drum, but the drumsticks.
Yeah,
dude, where do the drumsticks come from? And
why can't it just bongo?
They show it in the anime, and it's kind of confusing. So you see how? Can you click on the official art of it, Dusty?
Yeah.
So you see how the cuffs are like kind of fluffy.
Oh yeah.
It shows in the anime he does like that, and the drumstick just comes out and he grabs it.
Yeah, that's. So
I think
stupid.
that it has
so
like.
They come out. He's storing them in the fluff, I guess.
But he doesn't need any of that.
But he is grass type. Like his hair is literally grass. I feel like even in its G-Max, like it's inside of a freaking stump. So he's like part tree, this gorilla. You know, like
that's why it should be part of his
body. Don't like that it's formed like a human's. Like it perfectly formed this human drumstick.
Yes.
Like why aren't they just sticks?
So he's saying it's a man without saying it's a man.
Yeah, kind of.
No, I totally agree.
It's a man.
I totally agree.
I know. I really liked that we. I'm not a huge slacking guy, so I'm happy we got a gorilla that is also too like gorilla colored, right? Yeah. And then also too, this is just a weird thing about me. I hate in real life. I hate monkeys. I hate primates. I'm not a fan of that animal.
Scare me.
But
that's
I
like my
love
biggest recurring nightmare.
Monkey primate Pokemon. I don't know why.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put this in
for the last part.
I think I'm gonna put this in B tier because of how much wasted potential there was.
It's a C for me.
C for you, then it goes B.
Okay.
I would say A.
His hair is kind of like Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I think I'm not even that passionate about it. I just think it's like I think some people like it a lot. This is what Lumi's saying. For me, Cinderace is a bad design because of the obvious clothing, and I think its proportions are a little off too.
Yes. I think they could have done so much more. I don't know if you've seen like the fan ones, like when it first came out.
Yeah.
But like, it has pants, it has like shoes, and its arms are like really badly proportioned.
Yeah.
And it's like ears and head flame thing is just very weird. Like they could have done a million other things other than what they did, and it's just like when I look at Cinderace, I just think
this is so cool.
The potential is gone. I don't know what they did to it. But at the same time, I like its face. I like its general thing. I'm mixed with Cinderace. I think it's cute. I don't know. It's a B tier for me.
Yeah, it's a B tier.
Yeah, I still like it. I still like Cinderace.
It's funny. I feel bad grilling Cinderace here because there are a lot of people on Twitter that actually like really like this mon. Like immediate people that come to my head are I'm following them and I think they're following me. Bun and SoulSilverArt on Twitter, like they're huge Cinderace advocates. And I feel so bad saying this, but this is the most garbage starter.
Yeah. I feel so bad saying this. Let me just say it really
look at this. This was the quote unquote fake. This is not worse.
This is so much worse.
How is this worse?
Not worse, but
it's got the proportions of Lucario. This is so cool.
I don't like this ever.
Why?
This Cinderace is better than this.
This look okay. Whatever. That's not about the video. But this to me looks like the Digimon that you like, the rabbit Digimon.
A little bit. I have never seen a fake mon of Cinderace that I liked more than Cinderace. Kind of thing.
So okay.
Oh, I like that better than Cinderace, but I still don't like it. Unfortunately, I was doomed to not like this line from Scorbunny. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes you see a design and you know that you'll love whatever the final is. You see a design and you think, I'm not a big fan of it, but I might like whatever the final is. Yeah. And then you see a design, you're like, I am not going to like this. That's how I felt when I saw Scorbunny.
I think I want to be a little bit more fair with my F tiers. I typically give them to things that like enrage me, and this doesn't really enrage me.
Not for me too.
This is something I think Cinderace is something I don't like, but I'm also not that passionate about it. And they say the opposite of love is actually just like, what do they call it?
Indifference.
Like, indifference. And I don't hate it, so I'm gonna just give it an F.
No, we are.
So I'm giving it an F tier. I just think it's boring. I think it's boring.
Bro, it's not F tier.
I don't want to give out these F tiers, but
he was.
I'm being serious because there's a lot of Pokemon that like enrage me, like a Alolan Dugtrio, where I'm like, why does this exist? But there's a little part of me that's like, okay, well, it still has charm. So, but I still give it an F tier because I don't like it. But I'm like, this thing is just, it's so bad. It missed the mark.
You're a brave man, Dusty, because even I can't quite go F. Because I at least respect that it is doing something different. There are a lot of rabbit Pokemon.
It's not doing something
by the way,
different.
like when you sit down and think about it, there are a lot of rabbit Pokemon, and it does stand out from the others. So for that, I can respect, but I hate everything about it. Yeah. So I'm gonna give it a D tier.
Just to maybe get you on my side with the F tier, I think Cinderace you say there's no other Pokemon that do this, but I think Raboot does this, and I think Scorbunny does this.
Okay, yeah, but that's its line.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be the same as.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it could have been so much better. And if Raboot to me is an A tier, so much better. Why is this an
But
F tier?
I can't put it in complete F just because of missed potential.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, so where does it go?
For me, D, but Soul.
I put it in B, but I'm really thinking C these days. I'm putting B.
You're putting B?
I think it goes to D.
Then it's going to go. It's going to go D.
Yeah.
I'm so mixed on Cinderace. It's just sometimes it looks good and sometimes it looks awful, especially when I look at its legs and hands.
So again, I think I've warmed up to this a little bit. Again, I've become a little less enraged. I've kind of just accepted it. I think Inteleon, for me, the thing that I don't like is its skinny proportions, which but that is the point of it.
I'm sure that you don't like what everyone doesn't like about this. When I first saw this, I was like, man, this is messed up. But it grew on me so much. It's S tier for me. I absolutely love Inteleon.
I don't wanna credit the wrong person, but Soul, you're good with the art stuff. Was it Suba who made an Inteleon with like smaller hands, and it did wonders for the design?
I like this.
I don't know who did that. I don't know. I don't even know.
I want to say it was Suba, but I may be wrong.
Seeing this be more dynamic in its posing is actually helping me like it a little bit more. I think what I also don't like is in Gen 8 when it's like when you play through the game with it, it looks it looks like a stick.
Even in Scarlet and Violet, like its standing pose is like really not is like off-putting. But when you see it moving and dynamic and all of that, my guy he is James Bond. He's got like a million different little gadget things that in its design, and it's also a freaking basilisk Jesus lizard that runs on water. It's freaking awesome, and it has water gun hands.
Yeah, conceptually it's cool. I just think it
has a cape that it uses to glide. It has knives that come out of its sword.
Okay,
I mean, out of its tail.
I was just
really?
about to comment on that. Yes, the dex entry says it has a knife in its tail.
That's
I want to
cool.
see it. I want to see it use the knife. Why is there no media where it does?
It's probably too bloody.
You can look it up. Look it up. There's some kind of artwork that has it, but I don't know if it's.
But that's
artwork.
fan art, right?
Daggers. I'd put Dusty daggers.
Yeah, I think it says it's a dagger.
Like its move where the like thing goes over its eye. You know, it's freaking cool.
That dex image looks really good. Can you go up? Right there. Yes. That's very good.
Like I feel like this Pokemon could have been really successful if it debuted in one of the pixel art games, so you could actually see it like moving around.
Sure.
There's an image of there's some art someone made of a regional Inteleon for Pokemon Legends ZA, and they show it in a pose where it's like crawling around like a lizard, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot that posing. So that might be the base problem.
Yeah. I love lizard and like reptilian designs, and this thing at first you don't see it because it's just like standing up like a human, and it's off-putting. Yeah, like the official art is weird, but when you see it moving around, it's a real lizard and its face is very lizard-like. I love that about it. I think the only thing that they should have done is made it quadruped, and it would have won the hearts. Yeah. It would have won the hearts if it was on all fours.
It's funny how much...
Or just to be crouched over like that one right there. That, like, just crouch a little bit.
Yeah. Just kind of like crawling.
Raptor-like.
You're making me like it a lot more.
I think that's something with Sceptile that works for it. It actually is hunched a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my spiel. I had to defend it. Because I know y'all are going to rip it apart.
Yeah.
But I love Inteleon.
No, that's fine. Honestly, you're making me appreciate it because the more I looked at it, I was like, I think there's something here that is special. And it really is it's its presentation that is what I don't like.
If we were doing this in Gen 8, I straight up would have thrown this thing in the F tier. The thing that actually saved it for me was, Dusty, it's funny, you said this right at the beginning when we were talking about it, that image of Inteleon where you said, I like this, it looks dynamic.
Yeah.
That shot is from Ash versus Leon.
Oh, wow.
And that is the match that saved Inteleon for me.
Really?
Because the way it moves and the way it fights, it goes up against Ash's Gengar, and it loses, but it's pretty freaking epic in it. Like, it's actually really cool.
The whole time in Journeys, when it's in Journeys, it looked good. Like,
I didn't like it. Like with Goes, it didn't change my opinion of it. It didn't make me hate it more or anything. Yeah. But seeing it against Leon, it was like, oh, this thing's kind of sick. I still
like its tail looks bulky, right? It's really just it got a wide posing. It looks quick. It looks
the thing really gets me is it being a basilisk lizard. It's like exactly the same. I hate that it's not a chameleon anymore, but
yeah.
That lizard is so cool to me, and it's just like I love this. I love that it's that. To me,
you have them where you're at, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do. I have them in my backyard all the time.
This is what it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it makes sense, right? That's what it looks like. And
it doesn't look like water. This. It's way skinnier.
Click on images, Dusty.
Like this. I like this.
There's something about them that's very neat.
It runs on the water.
It runs on water.
Like that's why it stands up in Inteleon.
That's why they call it a Jesus lizard.
Yeah, yeah, that is pretty cool. I see, but I still think it's got a lot of padding in its tail.
Those are the daggers, and then the back is the like cape.
Yeah, I see.
It's just exactly this. Anyway,
that's cool.
Just why did it abandon the green, man? Even if the yellow
this is it right
was
here.
Green.
Well, the ones that I have are the brown ones. Actually, we don't have the green ones.
Okay. Maybe, dude, that's probably where the green comes from in the hands. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. But that's what
in Drizzile.
He wishes it was.
I was saying I wished that like even the yellow of Inteleon was green or something. I don't know. But they probably can't make the final form of green. They're not going to make the water starter green because it'll have green elements.
Yeah, but it'll look too similar to the green of Rillaboom. So I'm going to put it in C tier. You guys are honestly saving it for me. I just think it's like not what I would want.
Well. I'm saying C as well.
You know what? That's better than I could have hoped for.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate this thing with all their soul, and it's really just how it stands, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's S for me. So you can tell
S me for you? You said S?
Yeah, he said S.
100%.
Oh my gosh. So I love this. That you're normally kind of a negative Nancy, and here we are, and not even done with the starters, or now we've just finished the starters, and you have 2 S's. I'm so proud of you.
Well, this is my favorite generation of Pokemon.
It goes B then.
That's why.
That's pretty good.
But also, you should have just waited until the next line, and then I'll just
yeah
crush your hopes and dreams.
All